Hello everyone, so today I'm going to discuss the pros and cons of Rusco Caruza. We have this one for a year now, this month, July. We had it and so far it's still okay. So let's start with the cons. This engine. Yes, it is big, but the problem is it's very loud that while I am driving and my husband is sitting at the back, we have to shout each other, or like the first month, like I always lose my voice because when we are talking while driving, it's really like you have to shout. So what he did is he have to sit beside me while driving. You know, this plastic was still like when we bought it last year. I didn't take it off. And to see that, you see, that's just normal. But once you're speeding, it's very loud. So because of the engine. The next thing is this one. If you're traveling like noontime, or like you are not wearing any shoes and it's like a bit longer, like you travel 30 to 45 minutes, this gets very hot that it's like burning in your right foot. So that's another thing. And then since my husband is sitting here, so I just have to scoot my foot right there. Another problem that we've encountered is this one. There's no door or curtain that we didn't put, because if I put, I felt like it will be very hot inside, so we preferred like that. But then while you are traveling and it's raining and it's windy, you will end up getting wet inside. Imagine inside. And another thing, if you pass, like there's a muddy puddle, or how do you call that, like there's a water on the road and there is someone going to, and there's another car that will pass by, it will splash. It happened like 3 times already that it splashed inside, or we all get wet. So that's the problem, another problem for that. So what I did, if I saw like there's a puddle or something, I'll stop first before that and I let the car pass to avoid us getting wet inside. Let's move on some of the problems that we've encountered for the past 12 months that I'm using this. The first thing, like after a month, I've encountered, or I have a problem with the clutch lining. It's very hard to change gear, especially when you stop and go back to neutral. It's really hard. Like it will not like just like get through. You have to move this one just to get in. The next one is the brake. Brake is over there. The brake, every time you use the handbrake, there will be a sound, like a squeaky sound. And I brought it to Rusco and they didn't manage to fix it. Another one is this one. When I am running, it will just bow down. So I will just keep on pushing it, keep on pushing it. I already asked them to replace it. They replaced something at the back, but still it doesn't work. So I am used to it, so that it will just like headbang. Another squeaky problem is this one. When it rained, this is so noisy. I don't know. I planned to change this and I asked it cost us like, it will cost us like 160, I think, just to replace that one, but so far it will do. And here is our first major problem that we've encountered. We didn't notice that this one caught fire. That one, it's supposed to be like this, but this one, like, it just caught fire. I smelled smoke like one time, but because we're wearing masks, so I thought it's just like a smoke from the outside, so I just leave it like that. But then we've noticed that all these things right here, this is just plastic, we're not working anymore, especially the speedometer. Is that a speedometer, right? This one, nothing works. And we didn't realize until my brother noticed that these one are all burnt up. Then we brought it in the mechanic and they said it's because of this regulator, that it's very, very hot. So the regulator is very hot and it burnt all the wires. But so far they fixed it already. Another problem that we've encountered, that we were at the road for until like 11 o'clock and we didn't know what to do. Okay, this one, this is not the original anymore. This is from a car. I don't know, the mechanic took this one, but it almost looks like this one, the other one. It's soft. So it was turned here. We didn't know, as always. I just told my husband why I always smelled gasoline. So this is just water because it was raining. And then we didn't realize that every time the gasoline just spill everywhere here. It's just everywhere. Like I'm driving and I felt dizzy sometimes. Until one night, it's just like it doesn't run anymore, and we just had it like we just feel it like morning, and then in the evening it happened. So this is another problem. This one, we didn't ask Rusco to change this. We had a good neighbor who is a very good mechanic, so he's the one who fixed this one. Major problem is one day we were driving and like it's just like stopped. It totally like stopped. No electricity, no nothing at all. And we tried to use this manual to switch on, manual thing, I don't know, I forgot. And then we didn't know that the connection of the ignition, this one here, as always, like this thing like that, it is loosened, and that's what happened. Like we've suffered that one like 3 times, because if I move this one, it was okay, it will switch on. Then when I turn, there will be another problem. It was just like black out. So when we brought it in, no, my brother again fixed that problem, and we brought it in Rusco, and the Rusco is already expecting. So the Rusco said that every time they had a new stock, that will be the problem. So they always replace that one with just like, they just tape it like this instead of that white thing. I don't know what's the name of that, but that's the connection between the battery and the ignition thing. Happened a lot of time that my husband is used in pushing this Caruza. Like when this one got busted, so we have no gasoline, so he have to push. And this one also, like it took us 2 weeks to realize that's the problem. So at least now everything is okay. The thing that I've noticed that it's another problem that we've encountered is, if you see this is actually like that one, it's covered. I don't know where it goes. It's just like, but this one and that one and that one and that one, there is like this thing. But the reason why it's exposed now, because we asked someone to tighten, our good neighbor, to tighten everything. Because when we have this Caruza, the problem is, aside from this one that is very noisy, the whole thing, imagine the whole thing is vibrating. So what he did, he tightened this one, and he put, aside from tightening it, he put like a rubber thing that it will stop from making the noise. So that's the good thing. There's a very big improvement with the noise, less noise after he tightened everything and put that rubber ring. I don't know if it's rubber ring. And since you can see we are living by the beach, the problem we have been like dealing with is rust. So this one, we just painted this one with a red lid and then paint it with black, but we have to do it every 3 months maybe. This is already almost 2 months, and then the red lid is already coming out. So you can see, but so far the rest is still rusted, like this one, like that one. This is full of rust actually, but now it's perfect, so it's not obvious. This is full of rust. Maybe you can see from my other vlog when we do the, how do you call that, when we do the thing with the Caruza, we do upgrades. I don't know. And I just want to show you, this is still perfect after a year. So note here, aside from this that we got, we had this after we got, so we got this one, so there's no problem, except that one, it's already there when we bought this one. And this one is full of rust as well, so we painted the red lid and black. So let's talk about the cons on this Caruza, why we chose this one. And of course, my brother and my father loves big engine, so that's the advantage. And because of this high and low gear. Another one that I love about this one is the clutch, of course, because it's like I'm just driving motorcycle with this, and I'm used to drive with clutch before when I was in college, so it's not hard for me. And the best thing also is the reverse, this one, reverse gear, forward and reverse, so it's very convenient for me to park. What I love is the space behind that. So when we buy some stuff, we just put it there, and there's another one there. And we had this RC business, so the crates will be just put here, and it fits perfectly. Another one, the advantage about having this trike is it's very easy to park, and the maintenance is not that expensive, and it's very affordable, of course, compared if I imagine myself getting a surplus car or a multi-cab, but the same thing, we're just two of us, so we can put things here, we can put things at the back, so that's it. If I'm asked if I'll buy it again, probably as long as this big engine will be at the back, like the Bajaj, what's the name of that? Like the other tuk-tuk. So that's the only thing I wanted, because this is so noisy, and I hope they will change that one. So that's all, I hope. Oh, one thing, sorry. The radiator also is the very best help that it will not overheat, especially we have to pass by like a mountain, how do you call that, mountain road here. So that's it. I hope it helps you decide if you want to get or no, but for me, I'm happy with it. Despite all the problems, I'm still happy, and I love it, and I love the color black.